That moves us to the approval of the minutes from the April 7th board meeting.
Madam Chair, I make a motion to approve the minutes of the April 7th, 2025 board meeting.
I have a second.
A second.
All in favor? All opposed? And the motion carries 6-0. At this time, I'll open the floor for public participation. It's my understanding we have one participant. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
The board welcomes and encourages public participation. We respectfully ask that you adhere to the procedures provided in Board Policy BEDH, public participation at meetings. Your comments should be limited to 3 minutes and must remain on either the topic noted on your sign-in form or a listed agenda item. Questions asked during public participation will be handled in accordance with Board Policy BEDH.
All right, thank you, Madam Chair. Kim Murphy is here to speak about posting enrollment information on the website and disclosing fund balance information.
That you post the enrollment reports for the 45-day average daily membership and the 135-day average daily membership on your website. You have all kinds of enrollment data posted, but it doesn't include those two important reports, which District 5 is required to submit to the Department of Education. The reports which used to be posted on your website, are used by demographers to determine growth in a school's attendance area and in determining your budget. In fact, the numbers, though just the grand total, are used in tonight's budget presentation, but nowhere on your website are they to be seen. Also tonight, the superintendent is asking the board, by way of changing a board policy, to approve an increase in the district's operating reserve account, which will be funded by a tax increase. One of the main reasons for the reserve fund is to be able to cover your monthly bills in advance of tax revenue being collected. The shortfall in your cash account occurs during the first few months of the year. However, the superintendent has not shown that the current amount is inadequate. There has been no discussion before the final vote tonight on the policy how much over the $60 million how much of that $60 million you're actually spending during that time period. You've not shown that it's not adequate to, and now you're requesting an increase. But it's interesting, throughout the year and during the shortfall months, money has been spent on other things from that reserve, as if the purpose of the excess tax dollars from taxpayers is to fund things that have not been publicly vetted in a budget. Some of it doesn't even go towards education, it goes towards construction. There are no controls in place. It's sort of like a slush fund. But now you're being asked to approve even more money going into the reserve without showing any indication or giving any information to indicate that it's inadequate. I request that before you vote, that you request this information, and that instead of approving an increase, please consider using tax anticipation notes, like the district has done for many years. This would avoid a tax increase and avoid the temptation of using the reserve as a slush fund. Thank you very much.